Hello, welcome back to the video, and today we're doing a Dead Island Riptide revisit. I've done Dead Island 1, I did Dead Island 1 revisit like a while back, and I mean a while back, and I always meant to do Riptide, but I just kept forgetting to do it. So I finally was like saying pretty much like, alright, I got no other video ideas right now, so I was like, you know what, Dead Island Riptide revisit. I have not played Riptide in probably like over a year. I think the last video I did on this was when Dead Island 2 was about to come out, and I did the prologue of Riptide for a video. That was the last time I played this game. So that was probably about a year ago by now. We're getting close to. Riptide, it's still a pretty solid game altogether. I think this is still one of the better zombie games in a sense. For sure. I think the first one is better than Riptide, but like this does not go without recognition here. I think Riptide did do pretty good at making another fun zombie game. I think Riptide it just wasn't like as good, but it was still pretty good altogether. The best thing about Riptide is the fact you could carry over your save file from the original Dead Island, so you didn't have to restart completely. So that's probably the best thing about Riptide, is the fact you could just put your save files back on this game from like your save file of original. Something that the first one did do better than this is the fact of it was a longer game, for sure. Like, I think the first game is about, like 20 hours, and then this one's like only about like 9 or 8. So, the first one is definitely longer overall, but it's still a pretty solid game altogether, in my opinion. So, I think Riptide, it is still great. I think it is one of, if not the best zombie games I've played in a while, even though it's like, jeez, came out 2013, about 10 years now, give or take, I think Riptide, Dead Island 1 and Dead Island 2, and I will put Days Gone up there too, are the best zombie games I've ever played still. It's just Riptide is like one of those games that you just play it a few times and then you instantly fall in love with it. I played it a lot. I played Riptide a lot on PS3. I played it more on PS3 than I did on PS4 and 5 because I just didn't really play it much because I had all my guns and stuff on PS3 and I didn't feel like restarting the game. But I have more stuff on this now than what I did back then. So, Riptide, it's just a great game altogether. And I think most people would agree that this is probably one of the better ones that they've made with zombie game wise. I just love how Riptide just kind of took what they did with the first one and just kind of made it better, in a sense. They really did. Like, Riptide, I like the fact that you're able to get more, like, weapons, in a sense. And the weapons are actually better in this game than what they were in the original. Are all of them better? No. But a good amount of them are better. In my full opinion. So, I think the weapons I use in Riptide, I actually prefer using over Dead Island 1. Because I feel like they have more power to them, and I just died. Because I hate zombies with weapons. Why do they give the zombies weapons? My favorite weapon in this game is actually the hatchet, because it just deals like powerful blows every single time. I think the hatchet is definitely the best melee weapon in my opinion. But everybody has their different opinions. But I don't know why though, but in zombie games I'm always partial to using a hatchet because I think it's just a cool weapon to use in a zombie apocalypse. If I always say if zombie apocalypse becomes real, a hatchet would be my go-to weapon because I think it's just a cool weapon, honestly. Like here, yeah, I have done a lot of the stuff in here. Like I have almost all the skills. I am max level. Look at my XP. That is ridiculous. So obviously I have put a great amount of time into this game. Alright. Yep. Blow up the bridge. I think what Dead on Riptide does better is the fact that it has like these more epic scenes. And the first one really doesn't, in my opinion. So I think that they really did do great when they made all these new scenes in the game. Why do I have that? Let me get that back. I think I'm gonna drop the flare gun. But Dead on Riptide, it's just, if you guys like it, let me know. And I just want to do this very short video on a revisit of the game to show you guys. Riptide still holds up to this day, even though it's 10 years old, which is kind of nuts, because I remember seeing this, I remember watching this on TV back in 2013. I remember seeing a commercial on I forget what cable place it was from, but I 100% remember seeing this. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.